Welcome back to the YouTubers of the Apocalypse. I'm Anna Smith. We have Xavier of the Inspiration and Marquez Robinson with us. So today we're going to talk about the Hunter Biden laptop situation and this new black political movement with who is it? I keep forgetting who it is. That's
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean
yeah, so I thought
Combs, whatever you want to call it.
It's just not very relevant to me. So. But I watched it today. You guys have any opening thoughts, or want me to start?
All right. Well, speaking of the Black political party, that's a little bit new to me. But one of the founders, P. Diddy, there was recently a post where he was actually with a 14-year-old girl, and the woman actually spoke out about it. Said, that was me when I was 14. So it's kind of interesting that he would endorse another pedophile, Joe Biden, that likes to sniff kids, to endorse this guy. So, you put the two and two together. I mean, people that speak the loudest got the most to hide. And it's kind of like, really, come on. They're telling on themselves.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure from what I remember of the Hunter Biden situation, he had a bunch of underage pornography on his laptop. He had a picture of him with like a crack pipe in his mouth. It's not the first time I've heard about that either. I know he's like had all these situations with like hookers and who knows how many kids he has all over the place. So it's pretty dicey.
We are in the age right now that you can't hide anything. Nothing gets deleted. Nothing goes away. It's like if you want to not have it out there, just don't do it. You want to be on, was it page 6, that show? Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because unless you're gonna firebomb, destroy your daggone laptop with a nuclear bomb or something, somebody's gonna find something. And that's why we say keep yourself clean, because you want to run for president one day. People are gonna be trying to dig up stuff from now for 2020 back. When it gets to 2032, they're gonna look back and say, "Oh, Marquez jaywalks." I mean, they will find anything on you. You got to really just act as if what I do right now can't be changed.
Here's the thing. What's done is done. And I'm just going to say, hey, we're not all saints here, because we've all done some messed up stuff. I mean, come on. I find that, people like this got to look up dirt on you. I'm like, you have anything else better to do? I'm like, so what? I mean, I'm just going to struggle. I'm like, so, and that was it. Let's talk about now. Let's talk about the present. Yeah, we all done some crazy stuff.
It always makes me think of like in the Bible, it talks about like not keeping record of wrongs. Like there's no condemnation. This is like the complete opposite. It's like they do whatever they can to find stuff to shame you for your past. So yeah, it's pretty dark and depressing.
But politics is like battle rap when you think about it. What do battle rappers do when they're battling? They try to find usually a physical weakness, unless they actually know something personally about the person, then they'll use that against them. But like, say if Big Pun was alive and he was battling like Tupac, what's the first thing Pac will go at? His weight. But then again, it'd be hard to kind of go at Pun's weight because he's such a demanding figure. His rap skill is ridiculous. Just like with Trump, they try to find all they can find him, but he's so much of a dominant force. There's very little weaknesses that he has to go at.
Exactly.
I mean, if anything, I think I've seen proof that Trump's father was maybe actually racist, but that's his father, not him. And that was also a different era where it was unfortunately what most people were like. I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. It was I haven't seen any proof that Trump himself was racist, and I've actually seen tons of proof of the opposite. One of his resorts was the first ones to ever let in Jewish people and I think gay people, different things like that. So
a lot of that stuff is propaganda though, because you still got people sending around the Photoshop pictures of Trump's parents in KKK garb, and they had nothing to do with them. It's ridiculous.
And
they try to also use the thing with saying, "Oh, Trump liked to mess with all these women," but I mean, look, he was a lot of people do. Billionaire. I mean, even if he doesn't come after women are going to come after him.
Yeah, because he has money.
Look at the town hall the other day. If he's watching it, That old lady was throwing herself at him.
I don't know if I saw
She was
that.
shooting her shot. But I strongly doubt that anybody's gonna get past Melania. But I'm just saying, like, she was shooting her shot.
Wow.
She said, "You have such a beautiful smile. You're so handsome," and she got him to smile. She got Trump to get a little smile. She got him to blush. But hey, he's good.
The funny thing is, like rappers, at least female rappers, like the WAP song, they basically talk about being gold diggers. They're like, I don't cook, I don't clean, but if you give me money, then you can have sex with me, basically. But then when Trump talks about how girls fall all over him because he has money, it's supposedly bad. Double standard.
I know, right? I know. The double standards is high, and especially when about the racist issue. Like, yeah, they try to make Trump a racist, but they don't realize their candidate, the Democratic candidate, literally said some racist stuff, and I'm not even going to repeat it. We all know what he says. Like, it's all over, like, social media, etc. I mean, one of them is like, you ain't black if you let you vote for me. I mean, come on, really? Please. It's hilarious. But the media stays completely silent about that. It's like, wow. It's
yeah.
Like I said.
And as far as the P. Diddy thing, I think the new black movement, I was watching an interview about it today, and he was saying he's literally seeing it as a war, and he thinks like black people, or he thinks war is going to start if Trump gets elected again, and that black people just want to stop dying. I mean, there are some racist cops out there. I know that's a real thing. There's a few of them, but like, what does that have to do with Trump? Nothing.
Exactly.
And honestly, we think about it. P. Diddy's the biggest hypocrite ever, because if you look right on the internet right now, you will find pictures of him and Trump together. Him, Trump, Russell Simmons. Trump was all these celebrities' best friend, before he ran for president. He said out his own mouth, as soon as he ran for president, everything changed. Everybody started hating him because he ran for president. Like,
as a Republican,
if he ran as a Democrat, I wonder would they still act the same way? Probably not.
That'd be interesting to find out. But I saw some people saying in the comments, like, why would he speak war into existence? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He's the one talking about it. Nobody else really is. I mean, other people have said that it seems like war might be coming, but he's like basically saying that he wants war, it seems like.
They want all the destruction because they got somewhere to go.
It's kind of like an indirect message, like, yeah, he wants a civil war to start.
They have somewhere, they have protection already. They have their the private security. So if the police were actually defunded, it's only going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt any celebrity or anybody of stature. Exactly. They have their own personal security. They probably got weapons behind all that too. So these people are not going to suffer. It's going to be the people that's going to suffer.
Yeah.
The average hardworking American, that works a 9 to 5, honestly, we all need to rendezvous on the word, because hey, Xavier and I, we're basically, I'm basically in the military already, and of course, Xavier, you're a veteran, but yeah, I mean, stuff is going to go down regardless, and I'm not trying to speak into existence, but the way things are just escalating and swelling up in people, it's gonna get pretty ugly. I'm almost like I'm halfway curious on November 3rd, and I'm just like half of me is just like, oh dear.
I know. I've been feeling that for a while. And he also said that he's a black nationalist, and like it just seems so like separatist, I think is the word. Like he was not being like divisive is the word I'm looking for. And he kept saying how it's all in love and stuff, and I'm not getting that.
I just see it as retaliation because everybody's trying to demonize Ice Cube right now. So this is a perfect, perfect situation for Puffy to slip back in and regain whoever's turned on him. Because remember, where's all that money that he just raised earlier this year when he had his little telethon or whatever he's doing for Bad Boy? He fell off the face of the earth after that. If you notice, it's about $32 million he raised. Where did he go? He's just big.
Exactly.
So now everybody's going against Ice Cube, which is a perfect opportunity for him to jump in and try to, be the champion of the quote unquote oppressed, whatever like that.
So they're mad at Ice Cube for talking to Trump about trying to help Black people.
Exactly.
I don't see the logic.
And here's the thing. Both parties actually reached out to Ice Cube, but the Democrats said, you know, hey, we'll do it after the election.
Yeah.
After the election. I'm like, okay, they really quote unquote cared about Black people and quote unquote Black lives, which, you know, is a Marxist group. Then they will literally, like, you know, put that into their policies like right now while they're running.
Yeah.
I mean, why wait till like after the election? They're not going to do anything. They're just kind of like, you know, reneging it, you know, just kind of like, you know, postpone it so they can like try to make them forget about it and stuff. But meanwhile, you know, Trump and the Republicans, they're going to actually pretty much like integrate that into the Platinum Plan. I'm like, exactly. That's thinking right there. That's how you do it. That's how you reach out to people. That's how, you know, you bring society together.
Oh, and Buffy was saying they have no voice for Black people. It's like, isn't that what Ice Cube was? Isn't that what Blexit is? Like, there was just a Black president. What?
Ain't he Black? Ain't that what he is?
Yeah, but he
he's
thinks
too busy
he's like
trying to rob
revolutionary.
Black people. That's why.
What?
He's too busy trying to rob Black people, except for, you know, other than speak up for us. He ain't speaking up for us. He's trying to take our money too.
Who? Ice Cube?
Nah, Puffy talking about me Black voices. He's the one stealing everything.
Was he asking for money?
Well, he's not. He already took money, so now you got to verify the money he took. That's why he's jumped out of the hole right now.
Oh.
He raised money for, I don't know what it was for, earlier this year, like during like I think it was around like May or June.
Oh, that's yours. Yeah.
About $32 million or so.
Okay.
And he just fell off the face of the earth after that. He wasn't on Instagram, Twitter, nothing. Heard nothing from this guy.
Questionable.
As soon as this whole thing with Ice Cube happened, he popped up.
Yeah, that's what
you're wrong, Ice Cube. It's like that. Like, I mean, come on.
The whack-a-mole type of situation.
Because even through all of this, Ice Cube's still saying he's not a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
He's just a person that basically, if this person's saying he's going to do what he's supposed to do for us, then I got to hear him out. Yeah, hear him out. See what he got to lose. Because Democrats been promising stuff for years. All he's been doing is promising.
Empty platitudes.
Empty promises, and nothing's happening. So why not give him a shot?
Exactly.
What do you have to lose? That was what Trump was saying in 2016.
Yeah, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? You're right. He was right. Yeah, what do you have to lose? I mean, the party that cares so much about the people, the party of the people that actually claim to be, they haven't done jack beside the people, you know, other than, you know, just take our money, you know, and stay in office for like a super amount of years and just BS around. That's it. I mean,
did you guys see I think it was actually a CNN reporter was questioning Nancy Pelosi about why she won't make another stimulus deal. And so somebody was saying, like, when that happens, like, you know, he really messed up. If CNN's questioning.
Oh, that was from what's that guy's name? Something Wolf.
I don't remember. It was some guy.
I'll say the one guy with a little bit of sense from CNN. I can't remember his name, but
yeah,
he actually was like, you know, he wouldn't know what's going on, and Nancy Pelosi started getting real upset and aggravated, like, you know, because I mean, anybody that's really been thinking and has a thoughtful mind sees that it's not Trump holding the stimulus money back; it's the Democrats, because they want to add all these bells and whistles to the bill that have nothing to do with the people. Is what they want, their agenda.
Exactly.
I saw something about using the 25th Amendment on her, like she was talking about, because she keeps showing signs of not being all there, just like Biden is. Like she's like blanking out in the middle of conversations and stuff also. So kind of a mess over there.
It's a whole domino thing. You got which call it? See, they want to like get Trump out, put Biden in, get Harris in, get Harris out, and then enact the 25th Amendment, which would bring Pelosi in, who is daggone like two sugars or two equals short of a daggone
like she needs to retire. Like I feel bad for both of them. They're so old and they're so like decrepit. Like how do you
just go eat that butterscotch and chill out? Like, come on.
I need term limits just for that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's not realistic.
Term limits is extremely important because she's pretty much, if you don't have term limits, people like her, people like Schumer and Biden, all them, it's almost like being a dictator or a czar.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, everybody keeps calling Trump like a tyrant or whatever, dictator, but like the Democrats are the party that's saying we won't even tell you anything until afterward. So just shut up and let us do what we want. Like,
Exactly. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. They're always going to try to enslave people somehow. They are the party of slavery. I mean, that's their roots. That's where they originated from. So they're going to try to enslave people. If they can't do it physically, they'll try to do it mentally. And that's why they attack people for questioning and thinking freely and, shadow banning them. It happens all the time. I mean, it happens to us.
Yeah.
Really.
See, what's important is of course, it's important to vote for the president, but now you're starting to see, if you pay attention, that all these factions around the president, the House, the Congress, the judicial branches, and all that, these governors, these mayors, those people are important because they are very influential. In the opposite, if they don't agree with the presidents, like in New York, Cuomo, the daggone mayor and the governor are both at odds with the president. So that's a double whammy for us.
Exactly.
We're never gonna win.
Come to think of it, go ahead.
It's actually quite interesting now. Despite Tom Wolf being a Democrat, I haven't heard much from my governor. Actually, it's kind of strange. What's he up to? I haven't heard much about Tom Wolf. What's he doing? He's been real quiet lately. I'm like,
Did you say he is a Democrat?
Yeah, Tom Wolf is a Democrat. Guy's weird to me. Like I said, let's just, what we all three have in common, all of our governors are retarded.
Yeah.
Newsom, Wolf, and Cuomo, that they're all retarded. And I was like, wow.
But California will not be out stupided.
I don't know. New York's pretty close. No, I was just thinking, the New York leadership is almost making me start to think of China, because they handled the pandemic terribly, and they're trying to. Didn't he write a book about how well he did?
This fool actually, he has I think he did write a book, but he has some sort of a blueprint now that he wants to travel around the United States and tell the different states how to handle the pandemic.
Because then you have some of
the
he's
done that well. Pretty much, yeah. We were the epicenter. But now, since it seems to be shifting now to I think now it's the Midwest is the new epicenter. So now he's he's willing to come over there and help. You want to go help? How would you go help? Why don't you help New York? We got people, homeless people sleeping in front of the main post office in Manhattan. Sleeping, setting up shop, laid out. Take care of that.
It just makes me think of how
right now.
Sorry. It just makes me think of how dictators try to brainwash people to think they're amazing, in North Korea and stuff. It's I think it's on the airwaves on the street and stuff. It kind of makes me think of what he's doing in a way.
It's insane. That's pure insanity.
Well, that's what they're blaming Trump for. They're trying to make it seem like Trump is trying to be like a Hitler and and brainwash people, but it's the exact opposite. It's they're the ones behind the scenes trying to brainwash people to make it seem that way. And if Biden gets in office, that's what's going to happen. It's going to just straight up, this is going to become China, because Patriots already demonized. You have people give you dirty looks and stuff when you got your flag going. How are you in the same? That's like you playing for the Yankees and you're the right fielder coming to bat, and the guy on deck is a left fielder. He's looking at you like, I hate that dude. I hope he strikes out. And really, I want the other team to win. Where does that happen at? That's retarded.
It is. It really is.
I met at least one person in person who said that America is not a good place and that it's hard to accept, that I just have to try to accept it or something. It's she Antifa.
No, it's not America. It's the people. Some of the people. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's all Americans. It's not all Americans. It's not. It's a little handful, but that little handful is so strong it's poisoning the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Probably I would say maybe 2%, not even that big, of just idiots that just I hate it here. I hate it here. It's are you hate it here? Then bon voyage, get out of here.
Use third wave feminists.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Any other thoughts about
SJWs, a third wave feminist? You name it.
I think there's fourth wave now, actually.
Whatever. It don't get
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Any
we didn't
other
actually
thoughts
hit
about Hunter Biden?
well, actually, I was gonna say, wait, the other thing with Biden, since you're saying Biden, what's this thing about the letting 8-year-old become transgenders or something like that?
I don't remember specifically what that was.
That's just awful. That's just.
He's saying it's their right if they want to become a transgender. Like 8 years old, you barely wiping your behind, right? You have like a decision upon sex.
Yeah, they can't know.
Like,
Just
what are
like they
trying
can't
to do?
just like they can't consent to sex, you know.
No.
It's kind of messed up. I mean, they're really trying to like push this transgender thing, this pedophilia thing, like, you know, like at full maximum right now. And of course they would do it because, you know, Trump's been cracking down on the pedophilia, you know, Hollywood, all that stuff, you know, that people that were connected to Epstein. And of course they're going to try to legalize it now because now that, you know, he's already been going after them and basically cracking down on human trafficking like none other. Like the best ever, like any other president combined, he's been cracking down on human trafficking, and praise Trump for doing that because that's a child, you know, that their innocence should not be, you know, ruined like that. It's just, and for those who are okay, like doing that to a child, then you're really sick, warped, and evil, and you need to rot in hell, period.
Yeah, like I experienced abuse as an adult, and that was terrible enough, but for it to happen to a child, it's just horrendous. So yeah, another wonderful day in America in the year 2020.
I know, right?
So we just, and I
can't wait for this year to be over.
I do keep seeing different stories come out about like children being saved and stuff. So I think it seems like there is real progress there with Trump. So yeah, we all need to get out, make sure we vote in person, do what we can.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we're coming to the end of our time here. But thank you everybody for watching. We'll be here every Saturday, regardless if it's all three of us or not. And yeah, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell, all that fun stuff. We'll see you next week. Peace.